It started out as the summer of possibility. Earlier this year, lines outside restaurants were long and bars filled up with noshing revelers. People started shopping for clothes to look presentable again after more than a year of pandemic isolation. And why not? Things were looking safer. By the end of April, about 100 million people had been vaccinated. The worst days are behind us, one top public health expert said. Soon after, the relatively risk-averse Centers for Disease Control and Prevention told Americans they could shed their masks even for indoor gatherings as long as they were fully vaccinated. There was a giddy feeling in the air. How quickly the tables have turned. The masks have gone right back on in many places as the latest coronavirus variant has surged in the United States. Shoppers are fearful again, travelers are staying home, and that means the economy is once more on shaky ground. Rising infections and hospitalizations this summer have been unnerving, Mark Zandi, chief economist of Moody's Analytics, said this week in a research note. Worried households suddenly turned more cautious getting on airplanes and going to restaurants. On Wednesday, supermarket chain Harris Teeter announced it would close its stores earlier, partly in response to the latest surge of the Delta variant. Another regional grocery chain, Publix, did the same in the Charlotte, N.C. area. As fewer customers were showing up, the store decided it was time to dial back. This kind of pullback is being repeated across different kinds of businesses in the U.S. economy. Southwest Airlines recently warned that bookings were starting to fall and cancellations had started to rise. This came barely a few weeks after Southwest CEO Gary Kelly said demand from leisure travelers was so great that traffic in July was expected to outpace the levels of the same month in 2019, before the coronavirus pandemic. In fact, the airline was even planning for bigger and better days ahead. Next year, we plan to resume new aircraft deliveries, with the desire to restore our route network as needed to pre-pandemic levels, Kelly said in a conference call in the same month. That optimism is now clouded in uncertainty for so many businesses. It's evident in the spate of decisions at different companies to postpone their back-to-office plans, despite preparations for grand reopenings in September and October.